Today's Petter Pass is all about this guy, the sulcata tortoise.
Also known as the African spur-thighed tortoise.
They're the third largest tortoise species in the world, and one of the most common ones to have. You can get them for as little as $50 to $100 at Repticon or your local pet store, leading a lot of people to purchase them just for their cheap price. They start out the size of your palm, and then before you know it, they're upwards of 100 pounds. A few things to consider is these guys live anywhere from 50 to 150 years old. A lot of people will look at the fencing for these guys and think that you don't need much. And while it's true these guys won't be hopping any fences just because they're able to be kept inside a certain type of fence, it doesn't mean that fence is keeping predators out. So you really got to be careful when it comes to stray dogs or any other predators that might be in your area. And another thing when it comes to fencing is these guys are notorious diggers. So even though they might not hop a fence, they might try to dig up underneath it. And then your 110-pound tortoise is on the loose. Their diet is relatively easy compared to a lot of other animals. 70 to 90% of what these guys eat is this right here, grass. I swear the cats want to be the stars of like every single video. Another thing to consider is these guys, they can't tolerate the colder temperature, which means if you live in an area that gets cold, you'll have to build an entire heated structure for them. That way they can stay outside year round, or you're stuck having to carry this 110-pound tortoise inside whenever it's cold and back outside whenever it's warm. Another pro is the fact that these guys need pretty minimal vet care. They don't need any sort of annual vaccinations. As long as your tortoise stays healthy, you really shouldn't ever have a vet visit with these guys. Another benefit is the fact that these guys are solitary animals in the wild, which means even in captivity, they really don't need a friend. They're not inherently social creatures at all. In fact, it's super common for males to actually be very aggressive towards each other. And they can do some pretty gnarly damage to each other with that on the front of their shell. So even though I love tortoises, I'm gonna have to rank this guy as a pass just because of their sheer size and how long they live. It's a really big commitment. You have to have someone in your will to inherit them. Drop a comment and let me know what animal you want to see on the next episode of Petter Pass.